Okay, so this is the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptop. Yeah, before I get started with the review, I'll just tell you the moment I unboxed this laptop and I held it in my hand, I knew that I was holding something very unique and very special. So to give you some context, the ThinkPad X1 Carbon series was launched in 2012. This is the first time that I am experiencing this series. 2012 till now, it's been 12 years. So that means it's been 12 years of consecutive iterations. So this laptop is very refined because it's like 12 years of non-stop iterations and refinements. I mean, one word to describe this laptop would be refined because it just feels so well done. I mean, every aspect of it feels very well thought out and just very well executed. Now, why did I feel so good when I held this laptop? That's because of the way this laptop is constructed. It's a very weird combo that I've never really heard before. I've reviewed multiple laptops, like hundreds of laptops, but I've never seen this combination of materials being used. So this is made of a mixture, not a mixture, but a combination of carbon fiber, magnesium, and aluminium. Now, carbon fiber is the same material that's used in Formula One cars and spaceships. And what makes carbon fiber so special is that it's really lightweight, but despite its lightweight, it is also super strong. It has almost the strength equal to metals. The top lid is made of carbon fiber, and just because of the carbon fiber, you hold it, it just feels so nice, really luxurious and really clinical. Because of the kind of construction that this laptop has, it is also super light, super sturdy, and has significant impact resistance. This laptop has gone through 12 military grade tests, which technically makes this laptop shockproof. Kind of like a G-Shock Casio watch. Now, this laptop weighs just 1.04 kilograms. For a 14-inch laptop, that is just insanely light. And to give you a comparison, the MacBook Air 14 weighs 1.24 kilograms. This laptop is around 15% lighter than the MacBook Air. And if you go down that scale, 15% doesn't sound much, but it is actually very tangible. Now, I replaced this laptop with my MacBook Pro 16, which I use on the regular. When I put this in my bag, it just made so much more space in my bag. My bag just felt so light. You know, some days I even forgot that I had a laptop in there. Next, now let me just talk about the design of this laptop because it is a very well done design. At this point, I don't really care much about the specs because the design is it's the standing feature of this laptop, the fantastic keyboard. Now, the main problem I've had with ultra portable laptops is that the keys in the keyboard, due to the thin form factor of the laptops, the key travel is very less, due to which you don't really get a very tactile typing experience, which is why you can't really type that fast. But this, despite being so thin and light, the keyboard is just fantastic. It is actually one of the best keyboards I've ever used. When I did the monkey typing test on this laptop, I do 10 runs for every laptop because it takes a few runs to get used to it. I scored better than my MacBook Pro 16, which I've been using for around 2.5 years. I scored better than the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Ultra. Yeah, I didn't score as much as the desktop mechanical keyboard TVS Gold. I mean, that is a keyboard on another level, but that's the topic for another day. Great keyboard. I mean, the key feel is so tactile and it has a lot of finesse to it. Like you can just type. So I've had this laptop for around a month and I just got so much typing work done, but just because I love typing on the keyboard. So this laptop cost 2 lakh plus rupees, and if you configure it as per your liking, it'll easily go in the 2.5, 2.6, maybe even 3 lakh range. Now, as per that price range, the trackpad that is supplied, at least on a review unit, is very average. So you can configure a haptic trackpad for an extra cost of rupees 5,000. But I think in this kind of laptop, Lenovo should have made that the default because this trackpad is just very average. I just never really enjoyed using it. The taps feel very clunky and the accuracy and the preciseness of the tracking pointer is just not up there with what I'm used to, especially since I'm coming from a MacBook and MacBooks have the best trackpads. But on the flip side, Lenovo has given the signature, I don't know if you can see here, the signature track point. I think I got to use the track point after maybe some 20 something years. I know people who absolutely swear by the track point, like they won't use anything else. So the track point is this joystick pressure based where it uses the pressure mechanism to control the pointer. I think after a couple of days of getting used to the track point, I just loved using it. I mean, I never went back to the trackpad. So it's good that they've given a track point with the average trackpad, but yeah, they should have still given you the haptic trackpad in a laptop of this stature and of this configuration, and considering this is Lenovo's flagship laptop. Next, the display. It's a 14-inch 1920 by 1200 16 by 10 display. It's an IPS panel and it has around 400 nits of brightness, which is great for your business kind of tasks. The only complaint I have is the configuration I got. It has only a 60 hertz screen. Now, the thing is, my desktop has had 120 plus hertz since more than 10 years. All of my mobile devices have 120 hertz. My other laptops also have 120 hertz. So going back to 60 hertz made me feel like I'm going back a few years. Lenovo does offer 120 hertz OLED panels when you configure this laptop for an extra cost of some 12,000-13,000 rupees. Now the thing is, I don't really care for an OLED panel because this is not a laptop meant for gaming. It's a business laptop. Okay, you don't give me an OLED panel, but at least give me a screen which has 120 hertz, and that should be the minimum what Lenovo offers for this range. So using a 60 hertz is kind of disappointing, but the display is still really, really good. The colors are great, the viewing angles are great, and my laptop has a touchscreen. So I've not used touchscreen laptops much because I never really felt that Windows environment is made for touchscreen. But apparently there's still a lot of people using it. And if you use a touchscreen on your Windows laptop, do let me know in the comments how you use it and what is your use case about why you prefer using the touchscreen. But the thing is, it's kind of a very agile and a very flexible laptop. Like, so I'm viewing PDF images and I'm just scrolling like that. So that's the only time I use the touchscreen. But yeah, the flexibility of the laptop is great because, say if you're traveling in the metro and, you just want to like, say, reply to an email or something, just open it up and just like begin away. The other thing that works great on this laptop is the 8 megapixel infrared camera. It supports Windows Hello, and man, Windows Hello works the best on this laptop. It just signs in just like that. Like, so it also comes with a fingerprint, but I've never really used it because Windows Hello works so great. Like, just see, I just open the laptop and there you go. I'm already signed in. It makes logging into your Windows account very seamless. One unexpected good feature of this laptop was the speakers. So again, it's a thin laptop, so you don't really expect it to have good speakers. It's a business laptop, so you don't expect it to have good speakers. So, most laptops will give you speakers like either on the edges, on the bottom, on the back. But what Lenovo has done here is that they've given you two speakers behind the keyboard that are facing towards you. So that gives you a much more better direct sound, which is crisp and clear. There's also good soundstage because the speakers support Dolby Atmos. And by the way, there's not any software Dolby Atmos. It has two speakers, so you get like the proper surround effect. So great job again with the speakers. So next, let me talk about the other features of the laptop. So you do get a nano SIM tray. That's because this laptop is a proper business laptop. It's meant for people who are on the move and are traveling internationally, kind of like global CEOs, which is why actually I'm kind of the best person to review this laptop. You get two USB C ports here. These are all USB 3.2 Gen 2. You get one USB port here, one USB A port here. You get another USB A port here and an HDMI port over here. There should have been another USB C port on this side because sometimes you want to charge from this side, sometimes you want to charge from that side. That would have been a nice addition. So the USB C ports over here, they support power delivery and fast charging. So when this laptop is switched off, you can just like simply connect your phone and charge it at a really fast speed. So that's great. Next, so let's talk about the performance of this laptop. So you can configure between a selection of 3 or 4 CPUs. My laptop came with the top of the line Intel Core Ultra 7 165U chipset, which is Intel's best ultra portable chipset. This CPU, it has 12 cores, out of which 8 of them are efficient cores, 2 of them are performance cores, and 2 of them are ultra low powered cores, because of which the TDP of this laptop is just 15 watts. It uses very, very less energy and it is very, very efficient, which is why I've been able to get good battery life out of this. I last a day without using the charger. I take this laptop to work and I challenge myself that I won't carry the charger, because with my MacBook, I never carry the charger. Not once did I ever run out of battery. And even if in case I did, This laptop supports a bunch of USB-C chargers. I hate it when manufacturers give you like the USB-C charger, but it only supports like their company's USB-C charger. But that's not the case with the Lenovo. It supports most of the USB-C chargers I've used. So yeah, battery life, if you're doing, normal business kind of work, emails, Excels, a little bit of YouTube, maybe even a little bit of photo editing, video editing, this laptop can give you 7 to 8 hours of battery. That's what happened with me. I used to take it to work and I used to return home in the evening, and I used to have like 10 to 20% left on this laptop. So all in all, it's a pretty satisfactory battery performance. Can you game on this laptop? Well, you can if you're willing to turn down the settings, if you're willing to turn down the resolution. Yeah, you can play Fortnite, you can play Dota 2. So yeah, basic games, yes, you can play. You can even play Witcher if you just like toggle down the resolution. This is not really a gaming laptop. It's not really meant for gaming people. It's meant for business people and CEOs and executives. I won't really count it on it for gaming, but yes, if you are the types, so certainly I am, that that want to game a little even when we're working. Yeah, this laptop can do it. So let me talk about the noise. Now, the problem I've had with most Intel CPUs is that you never really get that noiseless, fanless experience. You can always persistently hear the fan. In the battery saver power profile, the laptop works without the fan spinning. In the balance profile, the fan does spin, but it spins at a very low RPM, and only if you like pay attention to it can you hear the fan spinning. Otherwise, if you're sitting here and you're using the laptop, you won't even hear the fan. In performance mode, the fan spins, but again, this noise is very low. Like, it's not like a person sitting next to you will be able to hear the fan spinning. So great job, Intel and Lenovo, finally bringing the fan noise down in your ultra portable laptops. Love that. The other thing, this is more of an Intel Evo thing. Finally, it does support the sleep feature really well. As in, like with my MacBook, I think sometimes I go for months without even switching the laptop off. I just open it, I just start working, and then just like flap it back and then open it again. When I did that with Intel laptops, first of all, the sleep state kind of sometimes made the laptop get a blue screen. With the screen laid down, the battery used to drain. Not anymore. Thank God, finally. Like, this is what kind of makes Windows laptops much more usable and much more portable. And that was something that kept me away from Windows laptops, but not anymore. At least with the Intel Core Ultra and the Core Ultra 2 series, Intel has done a good job in finally giving you that freedom to not switch the laptop off and just flip the screen down without losing battery life. So I tested that. I was at 100% battery and I put the screen down. After 8 hours, when I woke up in the morning and I put the lid up, the battery was 99%. So that's just a 1% loss, which is great, which is what even a MacBook has. So great job, Intel, on finally achieving that. I just love this laptop. It's great to hold. It's great to use, great to travel around with. I got so much work done in it. It's expensive, sure, but I think the price is justified, except the two factors that I mentioned, the display and the trackpad. Like, the display should at least have a minimum of 120 hertz. Don't give me OLED, but do give me 120 hertz, and the trackpad could have been much better. Those are my only two complaints with this laptop. Otherwise, I think it is a perfect business machine, a perfect laptop for your work. If you can afford it, definitely go for it, because this is one sturdy machine that is going to last you. The Lenovo ThinkPad series are generally machines that last really long. I've seen people use the ThinkPads for really long, and the ThinkPad X1 Carbon will last even longer because it's just super sturdy. There's no flexing, there are no creaks, there are no cranks, usually what you get from plastic laptops, but not the case over here. One of the best built laptops ever. That's it from my side.